this week I want to give you tips to help you with your veganism journey. So whether you're doing Veganuary or you're planning on becoming fully fledged vegan, I thought I'd share with you my tips that have worked for me. So this month I'm doing Veganuary and it's going really well. I've been on and off veganism for about 18 months now, so I just thought I would share what works for me, what doesn't work for me. So what's really worked for me this month is I've just been really completely inspired. So that would be my first tip to get inspired. For me, I've been really inspired by Niomi Smart, who's a YouTuber. She's really big, so you've probably heard of her. But not in a like, there's obviously all kinds of like vegan plant-based YouTubers, but some of them I find a bit too much, as brilliant as they are what they do. If I were Niomi, she doesn't go into veganism like in depth, but just kind of watching her and following her journey and just how great she looks and just how happy she seems. And she generally, I think the turning point for me was I was watching one of her vlogmases and she was in Paris and she generally seemed really excited to like order like vegan plant-based breakfast, and I thought, oh, I want that. I want to just feel that healthy, that I actually look forward to that kind of food, because I've never really had that. I've always done it because I felt like I should to be more ethical, or I should to be healthy. And actually I feel like when we feel like we should do something, that's when we kind of fall off a bit, because you need to like want to do it. And just by watching her I got inspired, and then from that I wanted to start doing it, if that makes any sense. So I just think it's really good to just find that one person or a few people who really inspire you. There's people on Instagram, like this hashtag veganism and Veganuary, and it's just, yeah, just find your source of inspiration. Next, I think it's good to know where you can eat out so that it doesn't disrupt your life if you're going out with friends and stuff. So I found an Italian place that had their very own vegan menu, so when I was going out with my friend for lunch, then she could just eat what she wanted, but I could still eat veganism. I think that's really important. I know like Pizza Express also do like vegan meals, and I think, what was the other one? Prezzo's, I think, also have some vegan options. So I think it's just like knowing where you can eat out. I know here in Bournemouth we've got like places called The Lounge which have also their own vegan menu, so places do it. So I think just making sure you can be like a social vegan, because I feel like if it disrupts your lifestyle, you're not likely to stick to it. So knowing where you can eat out and what you can have really helps. Have your like staples that you can fall back on. So when I'm really struggling, I have things like this that my husband bought me. Actually, it was in my Christmas stocking filler because he knew I was doing Veganuary, and these are just from Asda, but they're vegan chocolate bars. I also have this vegan spread. I also use like coconut oil. I have burgers that are just from Lidl's that are completely vegan. I feel like it's important to just have like a stash of things in. Yes, learn recipes and like learn to cook meals from scratch, and learn to do like your favourite meals and stuff. One of my favourite meals is actually a vegan meal now, and it's just like vegetables with spice in coconut oil, and it doesn't probably sound like great, but it's absolutely amazing. So I think like it's important to try new things when you go to veganism, because you'll probably discover that your palate really opens up and like you like stuff. The stuff before trying veganism I would have like stuck my nose up at, and actually I tried them and I fell in love with them. So I think it's important to just really push yourself to try stuff, but I think it's also just important that when you're struggling to have like comfort, like staple foods in. Next, I think this is like the most important one for me, is to listen to your body. So I've fallen on and off veganism, as I say, for quite a while, about 18 months now, and I think where I've struggled in the past is I've been trying to like do it perfect and follow other people's plans, you know, and eat more raw food, and like up the fruit, and just there's so many like veganism plans out there, and I've just like, I think I worried too much and listened too much to other people. And don't get us wrong, I think it's really good to educate yourself, but I've listened to them so much I haven't listened to my own body. So I worried I was having like too much fat, because a lot of vegans do like low fat veganism, and I just feel like I stopped like listening to myself. And this time I haven't really worried about doing it perfectly. I think the pressure's been off because I've kind of had in my head I'm only doing it for a month, so that takes the pressure off. But actually doing it like this way, I'm more likely to stick to it, because I haven't been trying to be perfect. I've just literally been in tune with my body and like listening to what I want. So if I feel like I need more fruit, I have more fruit. If I feel like I need a big bowl of pasta, I have a big bowl of pasta. I just, you know, if I feel like I want more fats, I have more fats. If I want that vegan chocolate bar, I have it. There's like no diet. I'm like, last time I feel like veganism shouldn't be a diet, but it kind of felt like it was, in the fact that, not that I was counting calories, I've never done that when I've done veganism, but a diet is as in like I was trying to perfectly get the right amount of everything in, and actually I feel like there's just no set way to get it right. Like, you just got to listen to your body and respond to what your body's asking. When I do veganism, I'm definitely a lot healthier, but I still eat like processed foods and things, but I listen to my body. And I know sometimes when you go veganism, you eat a lot more fibre, and again, sometimes I've struggled with that, because yes, I know it's good for me, but you have to do it gradually, because otherwise it can cause your tummy to be upset even though it's good for you. Give yourself a chance to kind of adapt to the changes. But this time I'm doing it and I'm loving it, and it's really like vibing with me. The last one, I'd say educate yourself, follow other people, because sometimes like you'll kind of lose your way and you'll forget why you're doing it, and everyone has a different reason for doing it, whether it's health reasons, like for animals, you know, for the environment. So I feel like to keep your passion going, look in and do some research. You don't have to go like too far into it, because again, I know there's been times when I've like fallen off the vegan wagon before, because I kind of felt so overwhelmed. I kind of felt like, oh, what's the point? I'm just not getting this right. Like, I just kept discovering things that I thought was vegan and then they weren't vegan. And not even just so much food, but I joined some like vegan Facebook groups. By the way, there's something that's really, really helpful. But again, there's some very like really strong opinioned vegans out there that you know, if you're struggling, they can make you feel rubbish and stuff. And I think it's just important to find like a group and a community that are genuinely really supportive and not judgmental. So find Facebook groups that you can get that in. Find like blogs, find inspiration. So I think there's a Facebook page, I think it was called Carrots and Flowers, I think, and they had some really good recipes on there. And I know if you like type in like vegan foods on a budget on YouTube, stuff will come up there. There's also like documentaries. I've heard, although I haven't watched it, Fork Over Knives is very good, Cowspiracy is very good, and there's also like TEDx talks. So I think it's just really important to educate yourself. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you have a really good week. And if you're transitioning to veganism or you're doing Veganuary, then I wish you all best of luck. Bye.